Hi guys, the Democrats in the US have a line, when they go low, we go high. I don't know if they still adopt that, but it's important that the Labour Party do not. And they have not, it seems. Over the last number of years, they have decided to take the gloves off when it comes to, for example, the Conservatives. If you remember last year when Prime Minister Rishi Sunak was in charge, the Labour Party did not hold back. And it seems to be the case now with Nigel Farage, because he's in the ascendant, that they're going to do exactly the same thing. Here, Peter Kyle, the Secretary of State for Technology, associated the Reform UK leader with Jimmy Savile. Now, this was pretty underhanded. And of course, Nigel Farage responded with anger. Have a listen to this.
The only way that we can deal with this is to ask people to prove their age. Children under 13 should not be on social media. Children under 18 should not be viewing involuntarily dangerous, hateful, violent, misogynistic and pornographic material. People have to understand the wild west that children have been living in for too long. That ended on my watch. It ended on the watch of this government. It's a big step forward. Believe me, anyone that thinks this is a step back needs to come and answer. Now, I see that Nigel Farage is already saying that he's going to overturn these laws. So, we have people out there who are extreme pornographers, peddling hate, peddling violence. Nigel Farage is on their side. Make no mistake about it. If people like Jimmy Savile were alive today, he'd be perpetrating his crimes online. And Nigel Farage is saying that he's on their side.
I'm sorry.
Not the side of children who are...
I'm going to ask you to clarify. Do you honestly think to say Nigel Farage is on Jimmy Savile's side?
When it comes to online activity, we have seen unfettered access of adults to children via social media. When we put in the age verification, it stops strange adults getting in touch with children. So make no mistake.
This is a major leap. You're going to stick to the fact that you said that Nigel Farage is on Jimmy Savile's side.
Nigel Farage is on the side of turning the clock back to the time when strange adults, strangers, can get in touch via messaging apps with children. We have now asked to age verify the age in which people can have access to online content so we can protect children from unwanted, dangerous content and also those messaging services where people can get access directly to it. Nigel Farage wants to turn the clock right back when all of that, I have absolutely no doubt about it, people are perpetrating more crime online, more danger to children online, and Nigel Farage has said he wants to overturn every single one of the laws that keeps children safe in our country.
It's an interesting...
It's an interesting take. Okay, so Farage has responded by saying, Peter Kyle's comments on Sky News are disgusting. He should do the right thing and apologise. Apologise to Nigel Farage. Okay, so there are a few things to say about this. First of all, the online safety bill, there are pros and cons. Some critics of it say that it undermines freedom of expression. Others say, on the other hand, that it protects children. Now, polling, and this is really important, polling is in support. More and more people are in support of the online safety bill than are against it. Excuse me. So Labour know that they're on the right side of the public here, and Farage is on the wrong side. So I think what they're doing here is a conscious attack on Farage by associating him with the worst elements in society, Jimmy Savile. They could have also associated him with Andrew Tate, but I think more and more people, especially the older generation, are familiar with Jimmy Savile and less so with Andrew Tate. So this is an underhanded attack, okay? Nigel Farage, I don't think in any way supports Jimmy Savile or supported Jimmy Savile, but you're associating Farage with this individual. Now, some people may say, this is very dishonest, the Labour Party should not be doing this. Just think for a moment, do you think if the shoes were on the other foot, or the gloves were on the other hands, that Nigel Farage would not be doing this? Of course he would. His party has engaged in all sorts of misinformation directed at the Labour Party. If you remember recently, they attacked the head of Labour in Scotland, taking clips of what he said, editing it down to make him say something that obviously he was not saying, to try and misrepresent him. And did they apologise for that? Of course not, even though they were called out. So Nigel Farage and Reform have no problem engaging in disinformation, engaging in underhanded attacks. So why shouldn't the Labour Party do the same thing? once again, going high when Farage is going low is pointless, because the public will see the short clip and they'll get their opinion from that. So you have to do pretty much the same thing. I'm not advocating for it in the sense that I don't think that's the way politics should go. But if you're dealing with Farage, you have to be as dirty as him. But you have to make sure that the public is on board with you. There's no point engaging with him on issues like immigration when it's not clear where the public stand. Most people support the idea of bringing down immigration, but when it comes to different sections of the economy, they support more immigration. So it's a bit of a paradox, that position. But when it comes to something like this, where there is a clear majority in support for more safety online, then you should be free to attack Farage on this. I think there are other areas where the public are behind the government, and they should use this as an attack line against Farage and the Conservatives. Once again, the Conservatives have no problem playing dirty. Farage and Reform have no problem playing dirty. Why should the government take a step back and try to claim some sort of moral high ground by playing clean? It doesn't work in politics. Unfortunately, that's the reality. So this is going to sort of derail the conversation away from online safety to, is Nigel Farage a supporter of Jimmy Savile? I think it's going to be a bit of an embarrassment for Farage, but it could also blow up in the government's face. We'll have to wait and see how this develops. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.